Wait, now hold on. I have free will. That means that I can create a brand new YouTube channel and I can subject you guys to my weird little interests. Like this. Okay.
Hi guys, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I'm really excited to go on this journey with you guys. I plan to build a lot of cool model kits on this channel, as well as other hobby related stuff like video games and cooking. I want to make cooking videos as well. But for my first video, I'm going to build this Zoid kit. It's called a Liger Zero Phoenix. And here's the box for this. It's such a beautiful box, just the best packaging I've ever seen for a kit like this. And as you can see right here, I showed you, this is a battery motorized kit. So I often have people be like, oh, I know Zoids, I know Zoids, I know Zoids. Those are the ones that walk around. I've actually, look how fast he's going on the back. I've actually never had a motorized kit until this point. I received this as a gift from a fan. You know who you are, thank you. This is a very beautiful, very nice kit. And at this point, you're gonna see me be utterly shocked because usually you build the torso from scratch. I've never had a motorized kit. And this is me realizing that it's already together. Like what? I'm baffled at this point. Right. I'm baffled. What the hell? I've never seen something like this. So at this point, I'm panicking because this is my first video ever building a model kit. And usually I can build these things really in my sleep, honestly. They usually have the same formula, even if it's not Zoids. But if it's a Zoid model kit, they typically have the same formula with every single kit. So it's pretty straightforward. You know, do they have 2 legs? Do they have 4 legs? You know, it's kind of the same thing over and over. But I started panicking. And it's one of the reasons this video took me so long to make, because man, I was learning. My intention with this was to show you guys like how incredible and how fun this is. And man, this was a brand new experience for me. And it was a lot. By the end of this, my fingers were bruised and I was frustrated, but it came together. Here's the manual. These manuals are actually in Japanese. I typically use Google Translate, and you can use the camera to automatically translate Japanese to English. So that's typically what I do. But most of these you can do it. Like you can kind of use your brain, you can figure it out, put it together. If it doesn't work out, put it back together, you know. It's not as hard as people make it out to be. You just gotta pay attention, and so there is some trial and error in it. And boy, there was some trial and error with this. Since this kit is motorized, the inside of it moves on a track, and so he moves his legs and some parts on his back, and it causes me some issues down the line. But it comes with a little stand. I don't have any stands for my Zoids, so I was pretty cheesed about that. And I will say, this isn't a kit that just walks on the ground. I thought it was at first too, until I unboxed the stand and I was like, oh, this is something that it's a display piece. It's not really a toy. I would not buy this for children. I would not recommend buying this for a child. But you can see how something like this would go. With the other kits, you would build the actual torso and everything from literally just the pieces and the panels, you know? But with this, you just place the pieces on the actual built plastic torso that comes with it. And at first I'm like, oh, this is pretty easy. I will say, I could do a full review on this if you would like me to. But I will say, I did find that the pieces in this were much higher quality than other kits I've had. And they secured better. They don't feel like they're just gonna fall off. Because some of my Zoids, I could do a video showing you guys, but they're pretty fragile. Like when you see those awful photos of like a child got into someone's model kit room and they just shattered into like a bazillion pieces. Yeah, they're not really toys like that. If you were to buy this for a child, you have to be, you know, an older child and one that understood that this isn't something you're going to take off the shelf and move it around on the ground and stuff like that. It's mostly just for display, and you're, you know, you're building it, so that's part of the experience as well. It's more of a collector's item than anything else. You can see I love the gold teeth and the gold nails on this. It's so nice. And the other kits I have, I'll show you my, like, and shaking them around. You can kind of see I like all the little clicky bits. I wanted to make this an ASMR video, but I wasn't able to. I may do one for the future. Here he is, you know. But I love the gold teeth and the gold nails on this kit. It looks so nice. It looks so luxurious. The pieces feel much more sturdy. And me, I'm like I said, maybe I'll do a whole review on it. But I was pretty happy at this point. Everything's pretty straightforward, you know? Like, here he is, moving stuff around. I find it really interesting how he moves around, how, like, I don't know if articulated is the right word for something like this, but like you can tell it's meant to move and be motorized. So I was learning, you know, as I was going, and I was pretty happy with it at this point. Everything was going well. I'm putting his base armor on. He's very naked at this point, but things don't get bad until later on. And if you guys would like, I could do a review on it and do some more comparisons to, like, I have a regular Liger Zero, and he's very different. I'll show you him later in the video as comparison, because I was shocked by the difference too, like the size and just scale, and like how different these the same critter could be. And at this point, you know, we got his neck going. Everything's working out, breaking stuff, but things don't really get bad until, like, here. So first off, for some reason, I like skipped a page, and I was building his hind leg when I should have been building his front leg, and I got the pages mixed up. I came back and forth, and I got some pieces mixed up, and man, once you get them pieces mixed up and you have things put on the wrong leg, like he has 4 legs, man, 4 mistakes. But I figured it out here. But this is still a hind leg. This wasn't even one of the front legs. I don't even realize it at this point. But mixing up the pieces like that, it set me up for failure, man. I will say I love these caps. I find out later, I'll show you later, but I was able to take my my like little cutters that I used to cut out the pieces out of the panels, and like lock them in. And I like how secure they are, because I feel like with these other Zoids, they are not very secure. The caps are more, you know, they just fit over it to make it look nice. But here he is next to a regular Liger Zero model that is not motorized. And here, yeah, you can see how it locks? That's nice. I really like that. And here he moves. Loud as hell.
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely cheesed. I love it. Yeah, so loud. Scared the bejesus out of my cats. My cats were terrified of this thing. They would like run out of the room. It was pretty loud. But he's all put together and he's on a stand. I put these little fenders on him. And now we're gonna put together the Phoenix part. So this Zoid is from the Fusers anime, which I don't think a lot of people have seen. It was kind of a forgotten one, but it's really cool, where these almost like these non-piloted smaller Zoids could fuse with piloted bigger Zoids, and it was more of a modern take. This kind of fusing aspect, I feel like, is so early 2000s. Early 2000s, they love fusing stuff together, brother. And I am a sucker. For a 4-legged mammal, like a wolf, a fox, a cat with wings. Beautiful art. Just straight art, man. Reminds me of Wajas. You guys know what Wajas is? Man, wish I could go back in the day and just go play Wajas instead of having a job. But So you can build the Phoenix himself and leave him kind of naked, but it's kind of weird because when he's on his own, he doesn't look fully fleshed out like the other Liger Zero kit. So he almost needs the Phoenix armor, but you can also just build the Phoenix as himself and leave him by himself. And he's sick. Here's all his parts. He's huge also. Look at his legs. What are those, man? I love it. And the tail. This is a beautiful model kit. The like transparent like yellow panels are so beautiful. How they like how the light goes through them. It looks really cool. He looks fantastic. Here's me for scale because he's huge, huge. But then you have to take his parts apart and put them on the other kit. I added some face panels to him. Even with this stuff, he doesn't look fully fleshed out. So I don't know. It would be cool to display Phoenix on his own, but yeah, whatever. The Liger wouldn't look right, you know? But here he is putting all the panels on. You do want to build Phoenix first. Like I'm giving you an instructional, like you guys are going to go out and buy this. But you do want to build Phoenix first so all the parts are already together, and then you take him apart and they're already kind of assembled, and then you take those assembled parts and put them on him, you know? And I'm building his weaponry on the back. And this is really cool. This is huge as well. This is such a big kit. And I love the wings. The wings were already pre-assembled and then you put the parts on top. And I'm glad they are because I felt like they would just fall apart if they weren't. But here he is, finished. So beautiful. The son was a paid actor here. Such a beautiful kit. And I felt like the need to put him, well, and then I broke him. Okay. So this part right here that goes into this arm, the left arm, I don't know. So I wasn't able to get a clip of him moving with all the armor on. If I can fix it, I'll make another video showing him moving with all the armor on. But it was really, really frustrating trying to fix that. My special interest is model kits, not mechanical stuff. So if I can fix that, I will. But I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it wasn't too rushed feeling. And I will build more model kits for you in the future. I also kind of want to make a cooking video, maybe an apple pie video. But yeah, thank you guys for following me to this channel. Follow my Twitter and my Instagram. And yeah, I'm excited to make more kits with you.